Our next Frozen story is called A Royal Sleepover. Psst, Elsa, Anna nudged her sleeping sister. Come on, wake up. Elsa shifted groggy. Go back to bed, Anna. It's the middle of the night, she said. I can't sleep. Anna flopped down on Elsa's bed. Then Anna smiled shyly to herself. She knew how to get Elsa out of bed. Want to have a sleepover? This time, Elsa opened her eyes and grinned. That sounded like a lot of fun. While Anna went to her room to find extra pillows and blankets, Elsa headed to the kitchen to get the ingredients for her famous honey cones. After all, a sleepover wasn't a sleepover without snacks. When Elsa got back to her room, she found Anna digging through the closet. She was looking for something. Ah, Anna cried. I knew it was here. Anna held up an old, worn book. Her parents had read it to the sisters every night when they were little. Let's see. We've got books, games, and this face cream Oaken gave me the last time I went to the trading post, Anna said. She opened the cream. It looks kinda goopy. Elsa laughed. Let's save that for later. Elsa looked around. It's been a long time since she'd had a sleepover. So, what should we do first, she asked. Anna was ready. How about we build a fort, like when we were kids, she suggested. Anna stacked pillows and blankets around the room, making lookouts and hidden caves. Meanwhile, Elsa created icy tunnels and snowy turrets. This is fun, Elsa said, putting the finishing touches on an icy archway. I think we should add a smack. Elsa felt something soft and feathery hit her back. She turned to see a fallen pillow and a giggling Anna. Oh, no, you don't, Elsa yelled, launching a snowball at her sister. Anna ducked, squealing in delight. Before long, the room was covered in snow flurries and feathers. Anna was zooming down an icy slide on the fort when the sisters heard a knock at the door. Is it daytime already? A familiar voice asked. Olaf! Anna cried. The sisters welcomed their snowman friend inside. Elsa explained that they were having a sleepover and invited Olaf to join them. A sleepover? Olaf asked, excited. Oh, I've always wanted to have one of those. He paused. What's a sleepover? We'll show you, Anna said. Come on. I bet you'll be great at pick up sticks. Anna was right. Olaf was a natural at the fun game. Anna was great at work of art. She guessed the drawing and sculpture every time. Charades proved to be a bit more challenging. Olaf twisted his body this way and that, making frantic gestures and grinning wildly. The sisters didn't know what the answer could be. Finally, Elsa had an idea. Olaf, are you acting out summer? She asked. Yes, he cried. You're good at this. Elsa laughed. Maybe it's time to do something else, she said. How about a scary story? Anna went first, using her spookiest, most dramatic voice. She even held a candle up to her face, casting eerie shadows on the wall behind her. According to legend, the hairy hooligan only comes out on nights like this, looking for his next victim, she said. How do you know when the hairy hooligan is around? Olaf asked. He lets out a low moan, Anna whispered. Oh. A sad whine echoed through the room. Wow, that's really scary, Anna, Olaf said, impressed. Anna blinked. That wasn't me. Oh, the cry sounded like it was coming from outside the castle. A sudden noise made them all jump. Elsa, Anna, and Olaf ran to the window. A shadowy figure was walking toward them. Stay here, Elsa said, running down the hall, but Anna and Olaf followed. They couldn't let Elsa face the hairy hooligan alone. What do you think that is? I have a guess. Elsa opened the castle door, and the friends peered into the darkness. Olaf held Anna's hand, bracing himself for the hairy hooligan's pointed teeth and sharp claws. But it wasn't a monster after all. It was Sven. Sven, Elsa called out. What's the matter? Anna took one look at the reindeer and guessed what was going on. You couldn't sleep, could you, Sven? She patted him gently on the nose. I bet Kristoff is snoring and keeping you awake. The trolls said his snores are loud enough to start an avalanche. Sven nodded. You should come to our sleepover, Olaf said. From what I can tell, there is very little sleeping involved. Soon the group was happily settled in Elsa's room. Anna got Sven and Olaf to try the face cream from Oaken, and they all laughed as the goop slid down their chins. How about another story? Elsa suggested, holding up a book. Excellent, Anna agreed. She fluffed some pillows, and she, Olaf, and Sven got comfortable as Elsa began reading. A little while later, Elsa finished the story. She looked around, hearing the sounds of heavy breathing around her. The rest of the slumber party had fallen asleep. Smiling, Elsa put down the book. She gently tucked in Anna, Olaf, and Sven and climbed into bed. Then, with one last look at Anna and her friends, Elsa, too, drifted off to sleep. The end.